Welcome to the roadmap for your personalised path to purpose. In this video, you'll get detailed instructions for finding your most satisfying and fulfilling path through life, which you'll hear me call your 10 out of 10 life. And in the process, you'll be able to leave the guesswork and the daily grind behind forever. And if you stay to the end, I'll show you how to find and use your personal instruction manual for happiness and fulfillment. Let's jump in. We're talking about your personal path to purpose. So what we're talking about is your journey through life. And any journey we go on, whether that's through life or otherwise, we should be able to draw it on a map. So what we're looking at here is what I call the map of life. North, south, east, west, and a starting point in the middle for our journey that is at a 5 out of 10. That's where I say we start our journey when we leave school. If everything has gone all right in your school years, a 5 out of 10. Not brilliant, not terrible, middle of the road, 5 out of 10. We've all heard the saying, when things go south, they go bad. So naturally in our journey through life, we're going to be looking to avoid that. So therefore, our most sought after and desired journey through life would be straight north. Straight north from our 5 out of 10 until we hit our 10 out of 10, which will be a place where we are happy, content, and fulfilled, and very certain of that being the case on repeat into the future. Now, this 10 out of 10 life will look different for all of us because we are all different. What I enjoy, what I like, you should find boring, and vice versa. So what I say is, in life, as we make our way through life, we're all internally looking for our own true north, which is the 10 out of 10 life that can only be true for us because we are all different. So on the screen there, that's what we all desire and naively even expect to happen when we leave school. But what actually happens is a different kettle of fish. We're never taught about purpose. We're never taught about fulfillment. So as we make our way through life, we're left to two things. One, trial and error. And two, some very vague and fairly poor advice that if we do well at school, get a good job and work hard, the money we make will make all our dreams come true and make all our problems go away. We know that's not the whole truth and isn't exactly true. But what we're looking at here is pretty much what happens. We leave school, we try this, we try that, we try this job, we swap to that job. We go up, we go down, we go round and around. And then speaking broadly here, we reach a point sometime in our mid to late 30s or early 40s where we stop and assess what we're doing in life and what's going on in life. And it's at this point that for the first time, we think to ourselves, I've been having a fair old crack at life here, but given the way that I feel inside day to day, week to week, I'm fairly certain now that I'm not at my 10 out of 10 life, which is where I expected to be. And when we reach this point in our life, it can be quite confusing for us right in that moment. And the reason why is nobody lacks talent and nobody lacks effort. If you're like me, for years and years, every time the alarm's gone off, you drag yourself out of bed, you head off to work. Often you're doing work that you don't really enjoy, because that's the advice that you've been told, get a job, work hard. But after all these years, you know that no, I'm not at my 10 out of 10 life. That advice can't be completely true. So if this advice isn't true, the question me and you carry, and 80 to 90% of people in society, and the question that has drawn you here today is this: what does my 10 out of 10 life look like and how do I get there? I know currently that I'm not at my 10 out of 10 life. So what does that look like and how can I get there? I'd love the answer for that one, please. So what we're looking at here is the roadmap we have all desired since we have left school. It's right here in front of us. So far, though, this is as good as we have been able to manage up, down, round and round life in the daily grind. And the bit that frustrates us each day is, how do we get to this next bit of stepping onto our path to purpose and finding our 10 out of 10 life? And the answer to that, here's the answer that you've been seeking for years. The way to find a 10 out of 10 life is to understand with as much depth and clarity as possible how we are different, and then match the activities we do in life to that. It isn't use the advice, do well at school, get a good job and work hard. That will keep us alive, but it will keep us unhappy and unfulfilled and trapped on the daily grind. If you really want to step onto your most satisfying and fulfilling path through life, find your 10 out of 10 life, this is the advice to follow. To understand ourselves with as much depth and clarity as possible, and then match the activities we do in life to that. See exactly how I've done that for myself and exactly how you can bring that to life for yourself. Click below and join me for the next video titled Your Personal Instruction Manual for Happiness and Fulfillment Revealed. I'll see you there.